Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kevdog here, and wow, I've not said that in a long time. I've still been making some videos on the channel, but they've all just been YouTube shorts for when there's a new mystery gift or some form of Pokemon news. I really want to get more into making videos, but if you guys did not see me post in my Discord server, I got a new job. I basically make videos for brands to run as ads on TikTok, so if you guys are ever scrolling on your For You page and you see me on there, just copy the link and send it to me. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. We'll be having more videos coming soon. I just have not been playing Scarlet and Violet at all, and that's why today this video is not about Scarlet and Violet. I'm showing you how to prepare for Pokemon Legends ZA early. There is a lot to talk about because there are multiple things you can do to prepare for this game early in advance, so let me show you. And you guys have probably noticed I got a new setup. I am in the same room, but I just have these Japanese styled art panels behind me. Let me know if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. This is how you can prepare for Legends ZA. Alright, so method number one you can do to prepare for this game is shiny hunting Zygarde early. We technically don't know 100% for certain if Zygarde will be in this game, but I think it is very likely. I would almost put money on betting the Zygarde will be in this game, and right now you could only shiny hunt it through Pokemon Sword and Shield actually. You have to be doing Dynamax Adventures, which means you need to own the DLC as well, and play the Crown Tundra. There are technically other ways of getting a shiny Zygarde, but to do so you would need to transfer from Pokemon Bank on a 3DS. The online servers for 3DS games did shut down if you want to do stuff like the GTS or trade online, but you can still use the Pokemon Bank app right now. Now we don't know when, but they are shutting down servers for Pokemon Bank probably sometime this year or early next year. Now there's something important to keep in mind if you want to shiny hunt Zygarde early, and that's the Pokemon Home app not updating when the games come out. Now I don't know if you guys played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when they were brand new, but it took around half a year for them to actually make Pokemon Home compatible with Scarlet and Violet. It took forever. I made several videos on the channel just talking about this exact topic, theorizing, and this is probably going to be the case again for Legends ZA. That's just something to keep in mind. If you have a Zygarde ready, do not expect to be able to transfer it into the game on day one. Now, the next thing you could do to prepare for Legends ZA early is check on your save data from other Switch games. In games like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you could get mythical Pokemon given to you in the games by playing other Pokemon Switch games. For example, if you played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, you would be given a free Mew in Floroma Town, and if you played, I believe, Sword and Shield, you were given a free Jirachi as well. There are a few other cases too, for example, getting Arceus in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If you had save data on Legends Arceus and you completed that game, you never know, they could do something like this in Lumio City in Legends ZA, where you go talk to a certain NPC, and they give you a cool Pokemon if you played, for example, Scarlet and Violet. Also, just from playing other Switch games, there is something you can do right this second on the Pokemon Home app. Obviously, you can use Pokemon Home on the Switch, but if you've never used it on a phone or any mobile device, you're gonna want to do that right now. There are tons of gifts you can claim in the form of mystery gifts on the Pokemon Home app for having save data on games like Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, you name it. For example, if you played Sword and Shield, you can go on the mobile app and claim Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, all three of them, and they will all have their hidden abilities. One reason I recommend claiming these right now is because let's say you play Scarlet and Violet and you don't own the DLC, but you want to get tons of starters. If you played something like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, you can get all three starters and just transfer them right now into Scarlet and Violet, or wait and maybe transfer them into Legends ZA as well. You can also take these free starters, bring them into a game right now with something like a Ditto, and start shiny hunting Masuda bred Pokemon. There's all the starters from the main Switch games, but I believe there are also a few mystery gifts like Rotom that you can claim too. These are completed by doing tasks like trading on the GTS or the Wonder Box on the Pokemon Home mobile app. Now, the next way you can prepare, I actually made a YouTube short about this a long time ago, and a lot of people forgot about this. If you buy your Switch games like this on physical cartridges, or even if you buy them digitally, you can redeem gold coins which will get stored on your Nintendo account. With these gold coins, you can buy games on the eShop at a discount, making it so you don't have to save up as much money to buy the new game. If my memory's right, I believe you have 1 year after buying a game to actually redeem those points, otherwise it's too late. I remember the video made on this blew up on Instagram, and I'm just gonna play it right here on screen for you guys to listen to. Check it out. You might have forgotten about this trick to save you money on your Nintendo Switch, so here's what you do. So let's say you have a physical game like Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. What you can do is take out the cartridge and put it in the Switch and then press the plus button. Got the cartridge in, press the plus button, and then go down to My Nintendo Rewards Program and then click on Earn Gold Points. You tap on the Nintendo account that you want to redeem your points on, and then right here it'll calculate based on the game's original price. So right here it says I'll get 70 gold coins for Tears of the Kingdom. Anyway, the next way you can prepare is look at the list of Mega Pokemon from the past. Some people like to just get a new game and have no idea what team they're going to use, which is honestly what I like to do, but some people like to plan out their teams in advance. If you know about a Pokemon like Mega Gengar who came out in the past and has a chance of being in Legends ZA, you can just write that down for memory and use it on the future. I meant in the future, but I don't want to re-record that whole clip. But anyway, you can write down your Pokemon so you have a good idea of knowing what you want to use in advance. I also hope we get some really cool Mega Pokemon, because stuff like Mega Lapras, Mega Flygon, we just just never got, and I really wanted those. Lapras is my favorite Pokemon, but I won't be too sad if there's not a Mega, because we did get a Gigantamax version of this in Sword and Shield. Now, the next thing you can do, a lot of people would probably be against doing, it's kind of up to you. Hear me out. I remember when Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were coming out, there were a lot of people that had actually never played Diamond and Pearl in the past, because they were simply too young when those games came out. This is really just up to you, but you can go back and play Pokemon X and Y if you want to learn about the lore of the Kalos region. This might make it cool. For example, when Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, you could look at certain trainers and just know they were descendants of current trainers like Professor Rowan. This also might just not be accessible to everyone, because I know not everyone owns a 3DS. It's kind of just up to you though. I probably will go back and play Pokemon X before the games actually come out. And the last thing I could think of is play Pokemon Go, because there are many Pokemon you can catch on this app from tons of different regions. There's also sometimes events where you can get Pokemon like Hoopa that you haven't really been able to get for a long time. Besides that, there's just a couple obvious things you should do before any game comes out, like make sure you have enough room on your Switch or on your SD card, make sure your Switch is charged up, and make sure you have Switch Online if you want to do that. Some people never buy Switch Online, that's cool, but I do like trading online and making videos for you guys, so I kind of have to own it. Definitely leave a comment down below though if you think of ways to prepare for Legends EA that I did not come up with myself.